Hey, Visit Houston fans, my name is Dylan Godwin.
I'm Susan Kuzin.
And we are here to take you behind the scenes of the world premiere musical, Sweet Potato Queens, which we actually start having an audience with tonight.
Yeah! My sweet potato recipe would probably just be sweet potato fries, because I'm not much of a cook. I think my favorite it's sort of the philosophy of the Sweet Potato Queens is do what makes your heart sing.
Yeah,
And
it's just about having fun for fun's sake and doing what makes you feel good, and when you make yourself feel good, you make the world feel good.
yeah, don't take yourself too seriously.
Exactly,
Find,
and-
find time to play.
Yeah, and don't take yourself for granted either.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's such a different experience than when you're in the rehearsal hall and the first time you get the audience, because with the audience comes this entire new level of energy and this sort of just like rush of adrenaline that they give you, because you really understand that what you're doing these people have never seen before, and you're sort of the conduit for the emotions and the feelings that you're giving out to them, and feeling that bounce off of them is like one of the most insanely gratifying things that I've ever felt.
It is. And I think for a lot of us, it's when we feel most alive and most comfortable in some ways. It's unlike any other kind of experience.
Yeah, it's addicting, and
Yeah. Kind of that natural high. And,
Yeah.
The most difficult role for me was a show called The Blonde, the Brunette, and the Vengeful Redhead. And it was a one-woman show in which I had to play 8 different characters. I had to play a man, I had to play women with various dialects from various parts of the world. I had to play a wide age range, from a young woman to a very old woman. I had to play a little boy at one point. It was the most challenging for me, and probably one of the most rewarding as well.
for me, oh my gosh, they all seem difficult, like at the outset, don't they? Probably for me was this one that I just did, I guess last month at the Alley, called Miller, Mississippi. And he was a guy that started, when the play started, he was 10. And when the play ended, it was the day he died, when he was like 34. And so it was just sort of playing a really wide range of age and experience within that, but still trying to remain true to who the guy was without losing him in that. I think with with a premiere, especially when you have creatives with you and you're getting new pages and new music, it does have a different kind of pressure, but I wouldn't say it's more pressure. I would say it's just like you have to kind of come in with a different energy, you know what I mean? Ready to jump on and attack whatever they give you. Because if you sort of sit back on your heels and let it come to you, It won't ever. You have to just be sort of aggressive and in the moment and willing to just sort of go there and make crazy choices, because usually those are the ones that work, and that can oftentimes inform the creative process.
Right. I think for me, with this world premiere in particular, I'm portraying a real woman. And it's not so much that I'm trying to be Jill Connor Brown, but trying to just portray that philosophy that she lives by and that she writes about. So there's a certain pressure in that. She's coming to opening night, you know. So I feel I want to honor her in what I'm doing and not offend her. But I also hope that she appreciates the spirit in which my performance in particular is given.
Well, you know, the thing about TUTS is they have an amazing crew, amazing dressers, and for an actor, it's like to just sort of get naked and strip in front of someone, you have this really strange bond. And we have that with all the dressers, and they take such good care of us. And even when you're first running the costume changes and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make this, you just put your trust in those people, because it's what they do and it's what they're incredible at doing, and it always comes out and works.
And I think with this show, even more than some others, the costumes are really going to be another character.
Yeah,
for us.
absolutely.
I mean, we're about to find out tonight because it'll be our first rehearsal with costumes, and they are going to be something. I mean, we're really going to add an incredible amount, and they're going to alter what we've been doing up to this point. So it's going to be interesting.
And it's funny because like we're talking about with an audience that can so change the performance.
Yes.
Costumes can too, because suddenly when you're in those clothes, you have no choice but to be that person. It kind of just elevates the performance a little bit.
And these costumes are really going to alter us physically, especially for the women. It's out of control.
You have to come and see them because they're
something to behold.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for your time, and please come and see us. We're running from the 17th to the 27th.
Yep, the next 2 weeks.
Sweet Potato Queens at TUTS Underground, and thanks so much for your questions.
Wonderful questions. Thank you.